Hey guys, just waiting for people to join. I am Joey. Sorry, my baby is in the background. Hey guys, so I am Joanna from Joanna Wood Paint. I can see we've got a fair few people here now. So I will start. So I am Joanna from Joanna Wood Paint. I create hand-dyed yarns inspired by famous artists and their artworks. I just love playing around with colour, so all my yarns are really bright and bold. So thank you to Sophie for letting me be in part of Yorkshire Yarn Fest and organising it. I've been part of a couple of these and they're always brilliant. So I have a shop update today, so I was going to show you all the new yarns that I have in the shop. As you can see, my shop is joannawoodpaint.com, and if you're new, follow me at Joanna Wood Paint on Instagram. Hi Sarah, hope everyone is good today. If you've got any questions, do pop messages on here, or if you want to message me direct, feel free to send me a direct message or email me. My email is on my website. So I do free postage over £40 as well, which is quite a good deal for the UK, which is 3 skeins, and then you're there for free postage, and I do ship worldwide as well. So I will start telling you about the yarns I have today. So I tend to do focus a yarn on an artist, and then the first artist I have is Fiona Ray, which I've never done before, who is a contemporary artist who does really bright paintings, sort of partly abstract. She loves sort of playing around with sort of different techniques and things, so I've created a range of 3 yarns of hers, which are available individually or as a box set, which I have them on 4-ply and DK. So the base that these are on is superwash merino 4-ply, so 100% merino, Falkland merino, which is really fine, and then I also have them on superwash sock DK, which is 80% merino, 20% sock, so it's got the durability for your socks, so you can use that one for literally anything. I'll show you the colours that I've got. First up, this is inspired by this painting here, which is called Maybe You Can Live on the Moon in the Next Century. They've all got very sort of poetic contemporary art titles, but I have just called this Moon, which is easier for you to find it in the shop. Sarah says gorgeous, thank you very much. So really, really bold yarns, these lovely black, and then I've got the sort of contrast of the sort of beautiful pops of colour. So this one, as you can see, it's got bright pinks, turquoisey blues, deep purples, deep blues, so that one's really gorgeous. And that one is called Moon. So that I organise all the yarns from a shop update in like a section that just says new, so you should be able to find them quite easily. And then the next one I have is inspired by this painting here, which we've called Happiness, because the title of the painting is I Always Wish You Every Happiness with the Whole of My Heart in the Distance. But it is a very bright, a really bright, happy yarn. So as you can see, all of them have got the black background and then really lovely pops of colours. So we've got like salmony pinky colours, really tonal, bright yellows. So that's a really bright one. And then lastly is inspired by this one, which is called Does Now Exist. So again, the black background, and then we've got the tealy colours as well as lovely pinks on there as well. So the 3 of them obviously go really well together, quite similar. Lovely names, thank you. So the 3 of them are available in what I call box sets. So I present them put them in a nice box, so they're perfect for a gift, or you can treat yourself. And I've got that available on the 4-ply and the DK. I think one of them is sold out, but if you do want it, send me a message. I can put them together in a box set. You do save a couple of pounds as well on the box sets. And I pop some other bits in there, like hand painted cards and stuff, so they're quite nicely presented. So that is my Fiona Ray range. And then next up, so another contemporary artist is Doig, who creates lovely paintings that are almost sort of like dreamlike, really lovely, expressive painter. And then this is the first colourway. So these are on the DK and the 4-ply again. All available on the website. JoannaWoodPaint.com. So this first one here is inspired by this painting here, which is Ooty Boathouse. Do you have knitted samples? I haven't done knitted samples this time. I am sorry. It just takes a lot of time. But they sort of, the colours tend to sort of blend and become quite painterly. It's quite lovely, really. So you won't get the big blocks of colour. It'll all sort of blend in together. So yeah, as I say, this one is Ooty Boathouse, inspired by this painting here. Really gorgeous, really gorgeous colours, sort of golden browns, blues, greens, and things like that. I'm trying to take her out. Sorry, my daughter's here. She's getting a bit upset. But yeah, really lovely one. That one, goldeny colours. And then next up we have inspired by Blotter, which is a painting of his I've seen, which is in Take Liverpool, I think. Not Take Liverpool, The Walker. However, I went to see it the other day, but it wasn't there, but I'm sure it'll be up at some point. And here is my rendition of it. So it's a beautiful sort of inky painting, really sort of textured, loads of paint, which is really lovely. And here is my version of it. So as you can see, speckled, lots of different purpley greys colours. Oh, sorry, I've just got rid of my baby. But yeah, this is my first shop update since having a baby. Yeah, so lovely greys, speckledy colours in that one, which is lovely. And then next up we have this one, which I've called Guest Stop, because the title's in German. This is a really lovely painting of his. Here's the yarn. Lovely sort of beautifully inky sky, which sort of looks like the Northern Lights. And then you've got sort of a lovely rainbow bridge in there. So I've tried to sort of depict that within this skein of yarn. So as you can see, lovely tonal greeny, tealy colours, and then bright blues, and then it's also sort of got lots of speckles throughout it. So to try and, I think I've done quite well with that one. That's the painting and the yarn. So we've called that one Guest Stop. Again, available in DK and 4-ply. If you do need any help or want to see yarns next to each other, do let me know. And then next up we have this painting inspired by this painting here, which is called The Architect's Home in the Ravine. Yeah, inspired by this painting here, which is a lovely painting. So I had a lot of fun creating this one. It's a beautiful sort of earthy tealy blues, and then I've speckled it, but it's really sort of lovely speckles, so there's sort of almost oranges, olives, things like that. But this is a really gorgeous one. And then next up we have, so this is a really fun one, inspired by this rainbow bridge painting. So lovely, really happy yellows. Oh, all gorgeous, thank you. Inspired by this rainbow bridge painting. So really lovely mustards, and bright, really bright golden yellows, and then there's loads of rainbowy colours. So this one will be quite fun, obviously mainly yellow, and then you're going to get little pops of colour in there. So that one is called Rainbow Bridge. And then, so the last range I've done, which is selling really quickly on the website this morning, so do be quick. If you want it, is my Mono, some yarns inspired by Mono, which are always really popular, and I absolutely love dyeing them up. So I've done this is probably one of the first colourways that I've done before, but I've sort of changed it a little bit because it's quite fun to still be creative. Oh, thank you, loving the colours and the inspiration. Thank you very much, I do have a lot of fun. So yeah, so I've done like a teal version of this Mono painting, which is my favourite painting of his. Not teal, that's not teal. Periwinkle, because periwinkle is the colour of the year. Yeah, so it's a periwinkle, I'm calling it Periwinkle Water Lilies. So I've got the background colour, Oh, the stash basket. Oh, I love every single one after buy a lottery ticket. Oh, thank you. She is definitely one of my cheerleaders and I love it. Lovely purpley background, and it's not it's quite tonal like all my yarns. I've got deeper blues, more purpley periwinkle going on, and then I've speckled it. I'm sort of blobbed and speckled it with lovely pops of pink and greeny colours as well. So it's more of a purpley version. I do love doing water lilies, so I might sort of do a few more, but yeah, this one's gorgeous. These, and I've not told you how I are on sock 4-ply. And it's a beautiful merino sock. So Falcon merino sock, lovely and fine, lovely and soft. So my website is joannawoodpaint.com. And you can follow me on Instagram as well, at joannawoodpaint. And everything's on there at the moment. Yeah, so these are on sock 4-ply. It's a beautifully soft sock. You can use it for pretty much anything. And we also have this next one is inspired by the Artist's Garden in Giverny, which is this painting here, and then this is my adaptation of it. I do love colour, so I do tend to brighten things up a little bit and do my own representation of his paintings. But then his paintings are his own representations of the world, aren't they? So it's sort of progressing and going from there, which is quite nice. So this one is beautiful purples contrasted with greeny yellowy colours, so a really lovely poppy one of lovely bright colours, and then there's teals and things. This one, there was I've dyed this one before, it was on my advent calendar as well, which went down really well. So that one is Artist's Garden in Giverny. I think I have 4 of those as well if you wanted those. And then next up, so another one of my absolute favourite paintings of his is Water Lilies and Japanese Bridge. And then here is my representation of that. So lovely green colours. I love my greens and dyeing with greens. So I've used loads of different shades of greens. It sort of fades from one end to the other. And then a lovely sort of goldeny colour, beautiful yellows, and then loads of different bright greens, like an emerald green, earthier greens. So it's lovely. And then it's got pops of pink on it as well to sort of depict the beautiful flowers within his painting. Which is that. And then the last yarn in the shop update is a brand new mono one that I've done. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Oh, and Jane's given me a lot of love as well. Thank you. Everyone's been very lovely today. It's inspired by poppy fields, so it's this gorgeous painting of poppy fields, and then I've done my own lovely bright version of it. So obviously there's sort of quite a strong contrast between the trees and the poppy fields, so I've sort of created that within the yarn. And I've got here we are, so here it is. So as you can see, really tonal greens. I don't like flat colours, so really sort of tonal greens going on, and then the other half of it is all splattered with lots of reds, pinks, sort of orange tones. So that's a really cool poppy one, and that one is called Poppy Field. So that's everything that I have in the shop update today. There is some other bits on there as well, inspired by other artists. I think I've got some Frida Kahlo on there and Van Gogh as well, which is always popular. But yeah, so some other bits on there to have a look at. And then as well, I thought I would quickly show you, because I've got another minute, what I made with my advent calendar this year. So I did an advent calendar last year, each day inspired by a different artist or a different artwork that I love. And then, and here it is. So I'm going to do it again this year, obviously completely different colourways and things. So I just thought I'd show you what I made. So I've made this crochet blanket. I literally did a solid granny square with each skein, and then crocheted them together with white to show them all off, which is really lovely. So I just thought I'd quickly show you that. I'm also making a jumper as well with another set I've kept. So once I finish that, I will wear that proudly and show you all. Oh, best advent ever. I did have a lot of fun making it. I'm very excited about this year's. So this year's will be, I'm going to do pre-orders for it in about April. So look out for that. Oh, thank you, Catherine, all the way in Australia. But yeah, thank you very much for watching today. Head over to my website, joannawoodpaint.com. If you've got any questions, do feel free to send me a direct message or an email. It's been great fun. Thank you. Sorry, just finishing it.